It is a pleasure for me to open the fourth session of the International Conference on Canadian, Chinese, and African Sustainable Urbanization, centered around the topic of density, diversity, and mobility, the city in an era of cascading risks. UN Habitat has been actively involved in conceptualizing, planning, and organizing this important series of events, including the first session in 2015 in Ottawa, the second in 2017 in Yaoundé, and the third in 2019 in Chengdu. Since its inception, this international conference provided technical support for the elaborations of the business plan of the future Regional Center of Excellence for Sustainable Urban Development in Africa, in liaison with Government of Cameroon, facilitated the establishment of a research network on cities and industrial processing zones along the historic Silk Road trade route with the Southeast University in China. And today, after a year and a half into COVID-19 pandemic, the re-examination of cities and their contribution to global development is particularly essential. In his policy brief on COVID-19 in an urban world, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres noted that urban areas are ground zero of the COVID-19 pandemic, with 90% of reported cases. Cities are bearing the brunt of the crisis, many with strained health system, inadequate water and sanitation services, and other challenges, he added. At the regional level, UN Habitat, in collaboration with UNECA, UCLG Africa, UNCDF, and Shelter Afrique, have developed the flagship program on COVID-19 and cities in Africa to guide policy response and green recovery in urban settings. This fourth conference on cascading risks is timely because the world is at the crossroads of searching for innovative ideas to finding sustainable solutions for the urban poor, who are the most affected by unplanned and disorderly urban growth. UN Habitat World Cities Report 2020 look at the value of sustainable urbanization and highlights the opportunities and challenges of sustainable urbanization in the post-pandemic era, with a focus on urban economy, society, and environment. This fourth conference is well suited in this perspective, as it revisits the challenges and solutions of living in societies with multiple and overlapping risks. As this year marks the 5th anniversary of the New Urban Agenda, as well as the midterm evaluation of its implementation, the outcomes of this conference will be a stepping stone for scholars and researchers to assess the progress made so far. This will be shared during the high-level dialogue on the New Urban Agenda next April in New York. I would like to invite all partners to join this important event next year in New York to take stock of the New Urban Agenda and SDG 11. I thank the supporters and organizers of this event for their commitment to the New Urban Agenda and implementation of the Abu Dhabi Declared Actions, following the 10th World Urban Forum. UN Habitat will share highlights of its recent report on cities and pandemics, which will provide approaches for integrating health in urban and territorial planning. The training organized during the pre-event brought together scholars, local authorities, and students to exchange on the principles and preventive mechanisms to promote healthier and more resilient cities. I strongly believe that the debates between decision makers and scholars will inspire new ways to address the threat of risk and contribute to building resilient cities and communities. I wish you fruitful discussions. Thank you.